The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Our show is mostly funded by individual memberships, so you can actually go on to davidpakman.com, click on membership, and sign up today. And it's really the #1 funding source for the show. You get so many benefits, including the bonus show being actually hosted today by producer Louis Motamedi. He will host the show. I will just be the sidekick, so don't miss that. But you also get an archive of shows that dates back to 2005. You get the full television 1-hour show uninterrupted as one file. You don't have to deal with those spliced up YouTube clips, Louis, which I know is a big frustration for you.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. Quite annoying. I'm not a fan of YouTube as of late.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Well, you know, the advertisements just kind of, they're there.
Yeah, Louis doesn't
you can
like
skip them now. You can skip them now.
Sure, there you go. Louis backtracking. Of course, that is one of the ways that this show is funded, through YouTube advertising.
That's true.
Thank you, Louis. Florida is telling hundreds of eligible voters that they're ineligible to vote. They've actually started sending out this letter, which we can, well, I don't even know if we really want to put it up on the screen. It may be hard for people to really read. Basically saying it is in question whether you are a citizen and eligible to vote. You have to respond within 30 days. Otherwise, you are going to be removed from the voter rolls. Now, this is something that has been ordered by Republican Governor of Florida, Rick Scott. And he is ordering the purging of all non-citizens. Now, he's not ordering they be purged from the country, although some people might assume he would like that. That's not what he's doing at all, Louis. He's simply ordering that they be purged from the voter rolls before the November election. No surprise.
Not at all. Sounds like a brilliant strategy.
This is basically a form of voter fraud, okay? Because you are sending out a blanket for. Let's look at the numbers actually at how this is working. According to data from the Miami-Dade County Supervisor of Elections Office, okay, they sent out 1,638 of these flagged as non-citizen notices, okay, saying you are ineligible to vote. You've got 30 days to respond. Of the group, 359 have proven that they actually are citizens. So right there, we see that at least 20% of their flagging is flat out wrong. That's number one. But number two, 26 people were identified as citizens by the county after after it was sent out and removed from the non-voter list. There is no question that because of mailing address lapses, records that are wrong, any number of other things, vacation, it's summer, maybe school teachers are just gone for a month, people who are eligible to vote are going to be removed from the voter rolls, and they are not going to be able to get back on in time to vote in November. This will help Republicans. Florida could be the deciding state. This could swing the election if this continues. It's a brilliant ploy by Republicans, yet again, because we know the more people that vote, the better it is for the more progressive candidate. The more people that vote, it's better. And the more people that vote in Florida, it's going to be worse for Mitt Romney. And that's what Rick Scott and everybody involved here wants to prevent.
Right. Fortunately, I don't think it will matter, ultimately. I think Obama's got this one in the bag.
You don't think it'll come down to Florida?
No.
Natan, what do you think of that?
About Florida or about the general election in general?
Well, about it coming down to Florida.
I doubt it'll come down to Florida just because it seems like if he doesn't get Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, and a lot of the states, Nevada, that he didn't get last time, even if he gets Florida, he's still going to lose. Whereas if he gets some of those states, he could lose Florida and still win. So I don't think it'll depend only on Florida.
Regardless, voter suppression, very clear voter suppression. Certainly that this is being targeted, as we see, Louis, at people with very particular names, at people who are Hispanic, Democratic, independent-minded voters are much more likely to be targeted, at least in what we're seeing so far in several counties. Clear effort to purge Democratic voters from the voter rolls.
It seems like Florida is really the place where this is the forefront of voter fraud, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Florida.
No question about it.